All right, we got some things drawn in here. The bottom blue line is the swing plane described by the shaft of the club at setup. The upper blue line is where his lead arm is going to end up at the top of his backswing, which is almost perfectly parallel to the swing plane. His left elbow will be on the swing plane line or very, very close to it, so he's able to reroute the club back down to the swing plane. The only issue we're going to see here is he's taking the club back by moving his arms out away from his body instead of just coming straight back with the hands. And you're going to see a turning or a rotation of the arms on the way back. Let's do this really slow here. Right there, you see how the left arm is moving away from his body? If he was just rotating his shoulders on that top blue line, we would not see the lead arm start to appear. So what he does is he gets the arms way above the swing plane, which is putting him in a tough position because he's moved his arms much further than he's rotated his shoulders. As we go to the top of the backswing, you will see that he's athletic enough that he routes everything back into place. Notice where I said you'd see the right elbow on the swing plane and the left arm on the swing plane line that's parallel to it. We've got that done almost perfectly. He's in a great position. Maybe we would want the toe of the club to come down a little bit. Now as we start down to the golf ball, the two red circles come into play. The bottom circle is where he wants the ball to end up, which is the target out there in the range. And the top is where you're going to see the ball go through that top circle on the way to the target. It's kind of interesting to see the height he gets on this swing. So he's going to reroute the club on the way back down. Notice he's got a good hip bump there. He's not getting the right elbow down in front of him early enough. See how it's still behind him? He's got to lead with that right elbow coming down. The elbow should start the downswing. By pulling that elbow down inside or to his side, he's going to generate more power and be more accurate. So that the right elbow is a little late in the downswing, which means the club gets a little bit high. Not bad. Again, 80% rule for most amateur golfers. If we get 80% of it right, we're going to have a really good round of golf. If we get 80% of it right on 80% of our shots, we're going to have a great round of golf. There are rounds we don't get anything right. Now, as we come through, you'll notice that he's not getting any lower body action. He's got a little leg action or a little foot action going on, but we're not seeing the hips rotating open to create the torque that's necessary. It's kind of referred to as the X factor. He's not rotating a little bit there, not enough. And I think he'd do more if that elbow was tucked up against in front of his hip. He would be powering the arms through with the elbow. Now watch the ball take off here. It's going through, up, up, up. Look at it, it's going right at that top target. Right on through it, click. What a beautiful shot. And we kind of lose sight of it out in the haze. But what a great finish. I mean, the whole thing was really nice. A couple of things to work on. This is definitely an 80%er swing. Good job.